A few of you asked how I create my character in the game after wildcard have changed the female characters. Now let's straight away get into it. Okay, so as you see here, I am just going to show new character creation and how I start. So you can do this in the scissors, which I'll also show that as well. But just for now, this is just if you want to start a new character. And this is just how I kind of start it. So basically, you know, you first get in, and if you're a female character, you know, you kind of get probably this body, or you might get a few other ones. So basically, I'm going to start off with, you know, the general, you know, there's changing the template. Now, you can do a few things here, which honestly, they don't really change all that much. But it's just the, well, the structure of your body. But let's just go for, I say, this one, which was the main one. So we're gonna go into head first. Now, what I like to do is, I don't know, I like having my character have big eyes. So I usually put that up to 100, just because it gives her a little bit more of a youthful look. So that's just something that I like. I usually leave this, and then you can change your eye color. We're not too worried about that. Hairstyle doesn't really matter, but just for now, I might actually just have her hair back so I can actually see her shoulders and just, you know, how her body will look once I change a few more things. And then of course you can change the hair length. So then there's facial features. Oh yeah, if you want a beard, maybe not. Right, so this is just like the face. I don't really do too much with the face. The neck size is the thing that I do like to change. I feel like 50 is just too much, so I usually kind of take that down a little bit. Whatever you feel like looks good for you. I'm just gonna go maybe, I might go 30, just 30, and then if I just turn her around, she's got a smaller neck. But it looks a bit weird right now because, you know, she's got big shoulders and, you know, she's quite muscular. So head height, oh, and I also like to change the neck length just a little bit, not too much, just, you know, just to kind of make it look like she's, you know, she's got a bit of a neck, I guess, rather than it being like that. I mean, not that it was, but, you know, just a little bit. Put that down a little bit. And then basically there's face fat. Basically, you know, the less fat she's got, it kind of gives her more of a definition in her face, which I kind of like. So I usually kind of leave that to 0. Neck muscles, I don't really worry about because I find that just makes it look so much more, I don't know, it's just a look that I don't really like. So kind of just want to leave that where it was, maybe a little bit, but that's just what I like to do. Right, now for the main body part. So chest size, I, you know, just me personally, I usually put that down a little bit. Shoulder width, this is kind of something you have to adjust with your, you know, your character's hips, and to try to like even them out as much as possible. But if you see here, this is how they've changed the mechanics, where, you know, it's like more of a thigh gap if you want bigger hips. So it's kind of a bit annoying. But if we go into legs, you can actually just shrink the legs kind of down a little bit, you know, so that they don't look so muscular. Now if I just go back to torso, I kind of like putting that kind of down, maybe like 28, and then if you just stretch, you know, if you just do the torso height just a little bit higher, then it can kind of look a little bit better. Now there was also belly fat. You can reduce that down a little bit, because yeah, so it was at 50, I think. So yeah, that's what it looks like on the side. I usually like to just, you know, it honestly, it just doesn't look like it changes the belly shape. It just kind of looks like what it's doing is it's changing up here and down here for some reason. So, you know, and then of course if you go out, then, you know, it kind of creates more of a belly. But yeah, so I'd say, you know, you could leave it at 50. You could make that go down, that's up to you. But I think what it actually does is it, for some reason, it changes the underwear shape and your bra shape. So it's kind of, yeah, it's a bit, I don't know, annoying. And then of course there's chest fat, which I usually kind of push out a little bit, because then it kind of creates more, you know, like boob area. Back fat, see, this is something that I don't get either. So I'm just moving that, and for some reason it makes her, you know, near her shoulders, like, go, like, up. So I think I just kind of leave that to the middle. I don't usually pay too much attention. The abs I don't really bother with, because it just looks really muscular. But now I want to go just into arms. And just, you can like make that go down a little bit smaller. Arm length, oh sorry, lower arm size, make that a little bit smaller. And then the hands as well, I like to change the hand size to be a bit smaller. So now, yeah, she does still look quite weird, and that's because we've got to change the shoulders. You know, we've actually got to, you know, bring them out more. And I do kind of hate that there's no setting on here that we can change, so this part doesn't look so broadened out. So we kind of, you know, it kind of has to just stay like that. But if your character has long hair and, you know, is, you know, wearing, you know, clothes and all that, it does kind of hide it. So if we just go back to, I kind of want to fix up the, like the legs just a little bit, and probably the hips as well. They just don't seem, oh yeah, there's also butt fat, so you can kind of create a bigger bum if that's what you'd like. But of course it kind of stuffs up your front as well. The bigger you go, it kind of creates that. But you can always just have it a little bit, you know, just create that shape. Now we've got to kind of do more hips, I feel. So now it does kind of look like we've got a bit of a gap going, but then this is where I go in and I kind of do more of the torso size. And there is also overall height. So I kind of like to shrink my character, so then that way it doesn't look as bad. So I kind of just like to make her a little bit smaller. And I think, well, actually I see a little bit of an issue that I don't like. The hips are a bit, you know, okay. I just had to push that in a little bit. See, if you push them in too much, it just doesn't look right. It's like, you know, you kind of think that it would go out and curve a little bit more, but maybe there's a muscle that I'm just not too sure on. Yeah, so just something like that, I guess. That's kind of how I create my character. Now I'll show you what this looks like actually in game, you know, with her moving around. But for the most part, you know, if there's always something that I want to tweak. So I guess in a way it is good that the scissors are in there. Arm length, you know, you can change that. Legs. So if we do just go back to upper legs, you can, if you want, just make them a little bit thicker. So then that way it creates more of a, like, kind of like an hourglass shape, you know, so you got your waist going in and all that. So a bit like that, I guess. And then if you want, can do the lower legs as well. Leg length, it's up to you if you want to create that higher, but anyway, that's basically what I do for my character. And yeah, I think just before I go into the actual game, because I want to show you what it looks like, I'm just trying to remember if there was like something that could actually make it look like your tummy was flat, but I don't think, like, you know, like more pushed in, I guess. There's all these other muscles, but I don't know what they, that kind of, yeah. See, I don't like messing with the muscles because it makes you have a, you know, a muscular back. But that's, you know, if you want something like that, then, you know, there is all these other things here too. But yeah, so basically, I'd probably leave my character like that. I don't know what else I'd really fix. I think the only thing that I would recommend is there's hairstyle mods that you can get and stuff. Now I believe that there was a bit of an issue with them and they weren't working, but I think they might be fixed now. I'm not sure. I'll double check and just see if they are. Now you could just have your character have you know, longer hair, kind of like this, and you know, it kind of hides the shoulders a little bit, you know, because your hair's longer. So for now I'm just gonna go with that. That's my character. I'm just gonna be plant, and then I'm going to go into the world. Okay, so I'm in the game now, and this is what my character looks like from the back, and this is my character, what it looks like at the front. So it's, you know, it's a lot better than what it was, let's just say that. There are a few things that, of course, I would love to change, but which I'll probably maybe do a little bit more in the scissors. If you just get your scissors, and then, you know, you open up this, and then you can go into character, and then all over here you can change your, you know, your character, same as in the customization. So yeah, it's pretty much, it has all the same things, you know, for you to change and all that. I'm just gonna go into arms, and actually, I don't know, I feel like if I make my arms any more thin, it might look a bit weird, but hang on, maybe I'll just, you know, you can kind of just adjust it just the same. Yeah, so let's just updo that a little bit, and then you just apply it and it'll show on your character. So the scissors are good for that. So this is the finished look, I guess, of my character. So I hope this helps you. If you guys don't already know, there has been a few issues with the female characters, so I do have some great videos on the screen now, so go check them out if you want to find out what's been going on with that. And as always guys, I will see you in my next one.